The skies will be just as crowded as people head their way to the airport. Guy knows travel and weather better than most is Mike Seidel. He's the best there is. And Mike, we go now to you in Boston. This afternoon looks like it may be pretty rough. Wind, as Kelly mentioned, could be a big issue.
That could be a big issue here in Boston. So far, so good. Winds north, northeast now. Ramped up a bit around 15 miles an hour. We're looking at the skyline from Logan over the big jumbo jets here, the Delta Airline Terminal, Terminal A. Ceiling is down 800 feet, so clipping some of the top of the skyline. That's East Boston over on the right. Still a little bit of fall color up here. Now, I want to take you downstairs and show you what's going on. By the way, yesterday Atlanta was a zoo in the morning. I flew out in the afternoon, which was much, much better. And the big difference between Atlanta and here in Boston is Atlanta schools are out all next week. Here in Boston, Boston Public Schools and many other schools get out on Wednesday. They have a half day Wednesday. So as a result, we're not seeing as many families traveling. Yesterday was families at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. Coming down the escalator, we're looking across Terminal A. There are the counters, the ticket counters. Notice just a few people there, no line there. Also in the distance, security line, there is really no line. So far, so good here. There are no flights delayed at the airport, any airlines. There were a few earlier, but they've all now taken off, and no cancellations here. In fact, system-wide across the country right now, just 23 cancellations, all airlines and all airports. Well, look at the radar. We have rain here in Boston, 42 right now. It's a chilly rain. Any ice and snow is way, way up in northern New England. This rain will move out later this evening, but as the storm winds up, as Reynolds mentioned, we are going to have some gusty winds this afternoon and this evening. They could gust easily from Cape Ann down to the South Shore, out to the Cape and Islands, upwards of 40+ miles an hour. So that will likely impact flights here. I would suspect they may put a ground delay program in effect here at Logan at some point this afternoon. But so far, so good here. And the New York City airports, I saw a few delays at Newark, LaGuardia, JFK, fine. So there, the rain is moving out, the weather is improving, and the storm will be pulling away as it intensifies. So wind is not going to be nearly a big issue as it's going to be here. But heads up, Tuesday and Wednesday, storm coming out of Colorado. We're going to have snow in the Midwest. We'll keep an eye on I-80 and I-90, the Minneapolis area. And in Chicago, it's going to be rain, but then on the backside, a lot of wind in Chicago Tuesday night, Wednesday, Kelly, and up here in the Northeast, it's all about the wind Wednesday into Thursday. So Wednesday, the second busiest travel day at the airports, and we suspect there's going to be some serious delays because of winds at these airports from Boston to New York to D.C.
Yeah, the wind is really usually a big problem. So we're going to track a couple of systems moving across the country.